Let's take a look at our tail of the tape for our upcoming bout. William Elliott taking on Steve Mora.
Yeah, both these guys match up pretty squarely. Elliott's gonna have a 1-inch reach advantage. I don't think that'll mean much. Both these guys are given as good as they get. William Elliott fighting out of Fight Science, Steve Mora out of Rounders MMA. I cannot wait to see this bantamweight fight.
The Maniac, the Coyote clash coming up. The Maniac, Steve Mora, has got knockout ability, ground and pound victory, has a round 1 submission as well. And when you talk about the Coyote, he has 2 first-round knockouts, both of them combined under a minute, 9 seconds and 18 seconds for the Coyote.
Yeah, he doesn't get paid by the hour. He's certainly looking to land big shots already.
Elliott getting busy with the kicks. You saw that inside leg kick. Prolific striker. Oh, and look, now turn that beautiful transition. Great calling the audible there was the Coyote to score the takedown.
Yeah, dueling leg kicks, a little awkward position here, and the Coyote using that to his advantage, creating a little bit of a scramble, and now having Steve Mora back on his back here. Let's see what he can do with the top position. Mora trying to elevate with his legs here.
Sure is, and Elliott is comfortable on the ground. He's got a wrestling background. He's been wrestling since he was 6 years old. The corner of Steve Mora trying to get him back into guard. That's not going to be easy to do right now. And we'll see. Oh man, nasty elbow.
So this cut already opened on Steve Mora. One of those elbows getting through.
The Native American heritage of the Coyote, but it might be Mora wearing some serious war paint here if this continues, but Mora keeps trying to tie up something here, looking for a leg lock here, Jonathan.
Yeah, he doesn't have anything there. He's got to get that control of that heel if he wants to turn into it.
This corner asking for a heel hook again, not there at the moment, but the Coyote having trouble getting free
He's
from
grabbing
this.
the fence there.
Yep. Official wise to it, sees it. William Elliott now in full mount. More vicious. He's been real vicious with these elbows.
The Coyote on the hunt here, Todd.
Elliott, real physical first round thus far, making Steve the Maniac Mora pay the price thus far.
Yeah, that knee slice completing the mount. Elliott doing a good job of closing up the half guard here.
Try to work back to full guard, Steve.
His corner imploring him to get back to full guard. He's got his back to the cage. I wouldn't be surprised if he utilizes that to try to wall walk back to his feet, but William Elliott doing a good job of smashing so far here.
Yeah, and he stays busy with these sharp, short elbows that you saw lacerated Steve the Maniac Mora. And has continued to be busy enough to maintain top position and is in firm control of the round. And here we go, trying to seize that arm and continue with the ground and pound. He's got the back, the hooks are in, flattens him out.
Oh.
Look out here. Might be the beginning of the end.
Bad posture from his opponent here, Steve Mora. Looking like he's in a lot of trouble here. Sorry about that, Todd. Elbows from William Elliott.
Really effective ground and pound by Elliott. We talked about he's got a pair of first round knockouts to his credit already. Watch out here, armbar now. Can he crank it? And now the corner of Mora imploring him to get back to a vertical base. But man, oh man, it's tough in there with the Coyote. Again, the Coyote with a solid wrestling base as well.
Yeah, nasty knee to the inside there and another right to the ribs of Steve Mora. William Elliott in control here. Mora's busted up. He's leaking. And the Coyote is on the hunt, looking to sink his hooks in here. 1 minute left in the round.
Still has a minute to work. You're right. You can see the crimson mask on the face of the Maniac, trying everything he can to get back to a vertical base, but it's got to be just so frustrating right now if you're Steve Mora He continues to be going from the frying pan to the fire here, partner.
Yeah, referee Rafael Davis getting a real close look here. Steve Mora doing enough to keep the referee at bay, but how much more can he take as William Elliott's got him busted up. He's got him bloodied.
30 seconds, just hold.
He's got the head seized there.
Just hold him, Steve.
And a very dominant first round as we come up to the closing seconds here, but maybe a lease on life. Getting out of there, it took a lot of heart to do that for the Maniac, but precious seconds here to get a little something positive on the scoreboard.
Yeah, William Elliott. Oh, nice head kick, right, left hand combination for Mora.
Wow. Fisticuffs and fireworks aplenty at the end of the round. Steve the Maniac Mora showing that he's got some fight left and he's gonna be ready for round 2.
UNF fighters are the future of the fight game. Check out UpNextFighting.com for tickets and live streams of upcoming events, view fighter profiles, and connect with us on social media for exclusive behind-the-scenes content. Up Next Fighting, the future of the fight game.
Welcome back, everybody. Physician taking a look.
At Steve Mora, I'm sure he's fine, but that nose looks like it might be broken.
And this fight will indeed continue. Steve the Maniac Mora, William the Coyote Elliott, ready to fight on in round 2 at Up Next Fighting. Bell sounds, set for action, touch of the gloves, great sportsmanship and great action thus far between these two bantamweights.
Big swing and a miss with the head kick for Steve Mora. Nice calf kick there from William Elliott.
Trying to get his distance here is the Maniac. Steve Mora. Right hand. Corner of Mora saying, hey, he didn't like that. Keep it coming. Ooh.
Who
Body
likes
kick.
getting punched to the head?
Yeah, well, no, yeah.
Chopping leg kick for Mora.
And now going upstairs. A nice variety of shots at the start of the second round here by the Maniac, Steve Mora.
Yeah, he's doing a good job of varying his attack, keeping his opponent guessing here. Both fighters trading calf kicks.
Boy, I tell you, Mora, he's got some snap on those body kicks, and when he goes upstairs, he can land flush. Could be trouble.
Starting to sense that the momentum is starting to swing here towards Steve Mora as William Elliott seems to be putting his attack on pause here for the first part of the second round.
Yeah, well, and that momentum really started at the end of the first round. Nice, sharp right by Mora.
Counter right hand landing effectively to the chin of William Elliott.
Getting his distance now, circling out is the Coyote, William Elliott. Great ebb and flow seesaw action here in the second round. Another big shot as Mora's getting more and more comfortable out there.
Yeah, both of these fighters are starting to let go of their hands, but Mora doing more than enough to sway the judges so far here in this round.
In the second round, and had a great end to the first. Mora throwing a whole lot of Mora strikes in this one.
And you see how he's cutting off the cage, moving William Elliott around. Great job creating angles for William Elliott.
And you got Mora, will change his stance from time to time as well. Blitzing in is Elliott.
I'd like to see Elliott go back to that takedown if he had so much success with it in the first round. He had a lot of top pressure, a lot of control time.
And you got to wonder if he's thinking that, looking for his entrance, maybe coming off the jabs, change levels. Big overhand left attempt there by Steve Mora. Because, at what point in this round, if you're Elliott, do you realize, hey, the striking game isn't to my advantage, but answers back there, does the Coyote.
Another left hand lands for Steve Mora over the top. The Coyote was hunting early in the first round, but he's on his bicycle here in the second.
He's found a way to attack his prey here, has the Maniac, and now controlling the pace, controlling the center of the cage is Steve Mora. But again, it's just a testament to the great matchmaking, the ebb and flow, the adjustments that are made in between rounds.
Yeah, and you see the adjustments for Steve Mora are really starting to pay dividends here in the second round.
He looked there, did Elliott, like he was flirting with a level change. Didn't pull the trigger.
You know, Mora's cutting the cage off, so it's preventing Elliott from getting into the hips of him. He's doing a good job of maintaining his distance, getting in and then bouncing back out of range so William Elliott can't touch him.
Well, and Elliott made a statement in his pre-fight interview talking about he's impressed with UpNext Fighting. He said, in some of these promotions I've been fighting at, Jonathan, I've been fighting in chicken coop cages. It's close quarters. There's a lot of real estate in there to work, and right now it is Mora that's taking more advantage of it.
Yeah, he's definitely controlling the cage here, setting the pace in the second round and landing the most effective strikes.
Knees, though, by Elliott. Oh, nice sharp shots. Oh, he caught him big there, and knees. Punches and bunches, strikes aplenty. Mora on the attack, looking for the takedown. Who's going to get it out of the scramble? Look at this. Mora gets top position and has him in trouble.
Yeah, but he's high on the shoulders. It's going to be real hard to finish this unless he can cinch that in. That's deep.
Cranking, but time is ticking. Time is ticking. Seconds going by and just over the top. Oh, man, what a round and what a finish to the round. Again, great action here at UpNext Fighting. And we're going to be going to the third and final.
UNF fighters are the future of the fight game. Check out UpNextFighting.com for tickets and live streams of upcoming events, view fighter profiles, and connect with us on social media for exclusive behind-the-scenes content. UpNext Fighting, the future of the fight game.
Welcome back to UpNext Fighting. Let's take a look back at the action.
You see both fighters dueling leg kicks there land, but William Elliott able to control. This is the first round. And this is what William Elliott needed to do in the second round. Get in top position, shoot for the takedown. He was able, look at all the success he had with that momentum in the first round, but second round, not his way. Steve Mora came out swinging and definitely had my scorecard, 10-9 for Steve Mora.
Well, now we take a look back here. Some of the action. Mora went upstairs, downstairs, all points in between. These two were throwing. Mora was throwing with reckless abandon and you know, had him in trouble. I believe that was the flurry at the end of the first round there. And then Mora would keep things going in the stand-up game, but in the end of the round, Elliott battled back. I just love the point counterpoint action going on here. The ebb and flow of this fight has been fun to watch. Seesaw battle between Mora and Elliott.
You know, it could be, it's worth mentioning, if the judges did score that first round 10-8, this could be a very interesting scorecard. As Steve Mora took control in the second round, even if he wins this one, it may end up being a draw, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, but I side with you at the end of that first round. I believe that Mora did enough to keep that from being a 10-8 round, but we'll see if it comes into play, because these guys have 4 minutes and 10 seconds to work to try and keep it out of the hands of the judges.
That was a very, very sharp leg kick from William Elliott. Turns Steve Mora around. Nice elbow, follows with the left hand.
Now it's the Coyote that lets the strikes fly a little bit. I think we got the makings of a hell of a third and final round here at UpNext Fighting. Two great athletes going toe-to-toe in this one.
Mora's corner imploring him to start throwing the jab.
Well, and that would be good strategy to keep Elliott at a distance, because the last thing Mora wants in this third round is for Elliott to get this thing to the ground and control the action.
And you see Elliott switching stances very often, working out of southpaw and then switching to orthodox.
Both trying to attack from angles here, blitzing in again.
Again, Mora switching stances, now back to conventional orthodox stance. Back to the southpaw. It's very, very awkward for William Elliott to find a home when Mora keeps switching stances like that.
Sure is, but right now Mora's switching, but not really throwing a whole lot from either, but starts to close the gap, trying to get this thing in the proverbial phone booth. Now working out of the southpaw stance is Mora.
Nice leg kick from Mora, but Elliott answers in kind. You see a little bit of a bruise on the outside of the right leg of Steve Mora starting to form. No doubt a result of those leg kicks from the Coyote.
More volume of striking right now by the Maniac, Steve Mora. We'll see if Elliott can answer back. Tries to work off that jab. Throws the 1-2 there. Look for the hook, nobody home.
Elliott again going back low.
It's the third and final round, and you got to believe it might be one round apiece coming into this. It's anybody's ball game. Who wants it more? Who's got something, that little something extra left in the tank? Nice leg kick again by the Coyote.
Just under 2 seconds, 2 minutes left in the round.
Man,
Coyote dropped his mouthpiece for a second, picked it up and ate a head kick.
Paid for that. Got to keep fighting and let the official call the stop of the action there when that happens.
Oh, beautiful timing by the Coyote. William Elliott able to bring the fight to the mat with 1 minute and 25 seconds left in the round.
And as we mentioned, this is exactly where Steve Mora doesn't want to be and right where the Coyote wants to be, because this has brought Elliott so much success in the first round, and he can maybe grind things out, but he's got to stay busy as well. With this thing coming down to the wire, the official's going to want to see action.
Elliott landing some short elbows on the inside.
He's taking a look up at the clock here. Mora trying to scramble.
Able to get back to full guard, now flirting with elevating the legs, looking for an arm bar here.
Elliott, though, stacking him up. Now putting the body weight down here, and again, just controlling, cage control here by Elliott, but can he get something going more with some striking? Can he get a little more aggressive as Mora is back to a vertical base, but a nice knee by Elliott. Final seconds. Who can pull the pin out of that perhaps last grenade? Great
Excellent
fight.
matchup.
Yes.
Excellent fight. William Elliott, Steve Mora leaving it all in the cage.
Well matched, great class on display, sportsmanship on display. Fantastic. Well, I got to ask you, this one goes the distance. How do you see it, Jonathan King?
Oh gosh, this is a really tough, thanks for putting me on the spot here. This is a tough round to score, but I gave it to Mora. I have him winning the second and third round with his aggression. Let's see if the judges agree. Yeah, in the second round, Steve Mora eating a nasty outside leg kick to the lead leg. The back leg rather, but there he lands a nice head kick. Mora swinging and missing, looking for a home run, one hitter quitter there. Knee to the inside, Mora controlled that second round. You see there, nice elbow, left hand, right combination. Knee to the head, had the Coyote on the run.
Yeah, that was a great combination there. Maybe one of the best of the fights, but there you see got popped with the left there.
Yeah, and there's the takedown. Beautiful job by the Coyote to try to sway the judges' scorecards. Let's see if he did enough, Todd.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. Judge Elliott Kelly scored the bout 29-27. Judge Felicia O scored the bout 29-28. And Judge Chris Crail scored the bout 29-27. All in favor of your winner by unanimous decision, the Coyote, William Elliott.
There you have it. William Elliott, in the eyes of the judges, did enough to get the victory. He will improve
to 4-2.